Okay, so then once we've learned that, and they're consistent and they're getting this sound, if they're not getting the sound, you keep alternating, even if they are, alternate. And even kids who've been playing, first of all, Galway wrote me a card and said, could I use this with my master class? And I wrote back and said, no, you may not use it. No, of course. I was thrilled. But whenever you're going back and forth, like if you're even a student that I had today who's been playing 6 months, and her tone was a little bit airy. So instead of getting this nice clear, it was more type of sound. So what we did, have her put on the Pneumo Pro quickly, or she was using a curved head joint. So if you're using a curved head joint, then they won't be able to reach with the Pneumo Pro. But I put little stickers on theirs so they can hold it like a piccolo, so they can still finger their pieces. So maybe she's doing a 5-note pattern. So then after she's got that air direction confirmed, it's I guarantee it's like a little miracle. It's take 30 seconds for them to do that, and it will make all the difference in the world, going back and forth. You can just have them on the music stand. They can just have them Velcroed, put a little piece of Velcro on there and stick it on the music stand so it's always there and always available. Very important. Okay, so we have that beautiful vibrant sound that we started with. So we need something interesting to do with that. So let me show you. I'm going to share the screen, and I'm going to pull up this first. This is a little sneak preview of the Flute Zoo. You see good embouchures and embouchures to avoid, and they're not with people with beards. I always get fussed. I always think, oh, how can a child relate to that? Here, these are kids playing. We're going to skip over that, but we use Lego blocks, and kids love them. So here, this is part of the Flute Zoo, and I'm going to pull up some music to play along with it. Okay, we're going to turn that off. And of course we have things like Marehead Little Lamb all in there. And the kids love playing with the different, we have 6 different tracks that they can play along with, just drum beats that are appropriate for them as far as the simplicity of the rhythm, emphasizing a strong downbeats of each measure. So then of course we play songs. Now, something with our method books that is so different than anything there was out there 20 years ago, and that is playing in multiple octaves. And now it's been imitated, and some editions of books have been changed to include multiple octaves, but our books are like Moise on steroids. I studied with Bernie Goldberg when he was going up to Vermont to study with Marcel Moise, and we went through all the Moise things, and I just almost felt like I got I was being taught by Moise because Bernie was, anyways, he was fabulous. So the influence is incredible, and playing in multiple octaves from the beginning is so important when it comes to playing the flute. I know some people think it's optional, but if you start with a band method book and they get stuck in that lower middle register, it's hard to get out of there. Whereas if you don't, the kids have this incredible flexibility right from the beginning and throughout their playing. So let me just share, I'm going to share a little YouTube of a 4-year-old second lesson, and I want you to tell me how many octaves she accidentally plays. So here, we're going to exit this, and
wow. Remember last week you had a hard time just blowing them. That was really, really good. You're being silly. Okay. Let's sit up. No turtles today. Pout right on there. There you go. Perfect.
Kathy, can you share the video with us? Because we can't see the video itself.
Oh. Thank you for saying that. We're gonna
Down. Good. Good job. Right here. One.
skip ahead.
That's right. One more time. Ready? And. Air down the whole time.
Okay, now listen to how many. I'm sorry, we're gonna scoot.
Okay, for the middle. Okay, let's find a B bullseye. And can you really?
I apologize for that.
Nice job.
We could give some.
That was.
We're gonna back that. I apologize that we.
Wow, you did all.
I apologize to her for that. She accidentally. That's a longer video, so you quickly saw how I would set up a first or second lesson, but she accidentally hit basically all the ranges of the flute, playing that Mary Had a Little Lamb. And did you, because she was so young, I was actually fingering for her to start with. So we would take turns. First, she would just practice fingering while I played. She would be doing that, okay? And then I would have her play and I would finger, and then she would learn to do that herself. But she got all the octaves of the flute. And I don't know if we have any band directors here, but how many, if we have band directors, how many of your trumpet players accidentally get a double high C? It just doesn't happen, right? Somebody says, nope. It just doesn't happen. And you hear it, if you've taught beginners, you hear all the time that they're getting all kinds of, they're getting multiple octaves just naturally when they're playing. Okay, so we want to capitalize on that right from the beginning. Okay, so we're going to be doing. Let me share the screen. This is from we go. And we have to move all of you around. Sorry about that. I just moved you all. So here in the book, it shows these two different embouchures, the low and the high. And here's this, it all begins on the head joint. And here, so the low would be the lowest, and then we bring our lips forward like we're going to kiss the red one. So I say poo on this one and pee. And that would sound like this. And we're moving the lips in the air direction, and we're saying po and p, which naturally gets a smaller opening when you're using the p. And in the Flute Zoo book, actually, I'm going to be using this to, all the way through 5th graders because, or maybe even older, because the kids love what's in there so much. The first book just gets you going in multiple octaves pretty quickly. It's 32 pages. Let me share a really fun thing. Now this you could even do, let's go. You can get a peek of what this is all about. I accidentally went. There's our embouchures. There are our Legos, and there's what we just did. So here, the green is the low on the head joint, and the blue is the high. So number 1 would be like this. And number 2. So number 3. And would somebody like to take remote control? Holly, would you? I'm just going to give you remote control.
Oh, like with my head joint?
No, with writing on the computer. So I want you to make your own little one on 5.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I don't know if it's working or, oh, now it is.
Yes, and go ahead and do 6 also. Okay, bravo. Okay. And I'm going to take away remote control. Go ahead and mute again.
Let's see, where is the mute button? Trying to see where the mute button is from the share screen. So, oh, there I am.
Okay, all right. So, and in a second, I'm going to have you all unmute, everybody that has a head joint. So, you can assign, first time you do it, Jerry, you're going to do 1, and Sally, you're going to do 2, and mix them up. And I'm going to play a little. So we have some background music to do this with. possible online to have a whole group doing this. Okay? So if you want to unmute, you can pick one that you're going to do or multiple ones that you would like to do. Okay? And I'm going to play the music and have fun. We'll do this for about 30 seconds.